That's perfect.
What I was trying to say is that if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
You're listening to WildFireRadio.com presents the Jerry Torres program. No bad news, no sad news, no politics, no religion, just happy fun stuff. And now, here's your host, Jerry Torres.
Five-time Emmy Award-winning anchor Ron Burgundy and Tits McGee.
Now go do that voodoo that you do so well.
Yeah! What the hell? What the hell did I hit? Oh my god! That was loud. No, you hush. I said you hush. Anyway, welcome everyone to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. I meant to come on earlier this afternoon, but I was taking a lot of naps, and I love my naps, because I worked out. As anyone knows, I work out 6 days a week, and I run 3 to 4 mile jog. I get up early in the morning just to get it out of the way. And as I was running, I came home. I said, well, let me make breakfast. And I made breakfast, my smoothie, and then I cleaned the house and I did the laundry. And then after that, I was like, damn, what else is there to do? I was like, well, I'm cooking lasagna. And I did. I made a video. I have to edit it and, post it up like I do with every other cooking video that I freaking do. Hold on, man. There you go. My little statue back there. So after I made the lasagna, I was like, okay, let me do my writing. I love writing. So I was like, okay. And then next thing you know, I took another nap. I was like, what the hell? And then after that nap, I was watching a movie that I haven't seen. It was called 21 Bridges. It was okay, predictable like every other corrupt cop movie. I was like, oh, man, they could have made this a little better. I was like, they could have not made it too obvious like they do in every single corrupt cop movie. I would say like in 21 Bridge, like the first, I would say 30 minutes was really good and it was intense. I was like, oh, okay, damn, the way he shot those 7 cops, bang, 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 bang. And the next thing you know, it was like predictable right there throughout the whole movie. I was like, oh boy, here we go. All right. And then it was starting to let me down. I was like, well, I got to finish watching. And then I saw the ending and I was like, and I know that a friend of mine who is an actual police officer, the first thing he would say is, no. No. First of all, a cop arresting another cop and going to his place by himself. That's he just breaking and entering. And I was like, yeah, that's that again. That ending scene was too cliche. The cop waiting for him in his house or in his apartment or in his lair, his hideout. I'm like, oh my god, man, why did they have to go to that route? And then it was just too predictable. It started to get like John Wick, John Wick cop, whatever. I was like, man, I was like, this is disappointing, dude. I was like, man, rest in peace, But I was like, you know what? 21 Bridges kind of let me down. It did. It did. I was like, because I didn't want to see the movie because right away my movie instincts were saying, don't watch this movie. This is a typical corrupt cliche cop movie. And my instincts were right the whole time. But like I said, the first 30 minutes was intense. I was like, okay, I like this. Really, I'm not going to go to jail, get arrested by a cop crook. So I was like, damn, the way they shot him up. I was like, all right, so far so good, man. But besides all that, man, I took my naps like crazy, and everybody wants to come on live. No. I'm gonna stay on here for a little while longer, and then I'm gonna get off. I appreciate Nana and everybody else. Hello. Okay. Oh, let me send out to some of these people just to say hello. There we go. Anyway. I was really hoping for cold weather to get here today, but all day it was 84 degrees where I live. I was like, this sucks. It did, man. It freaking sucks. Okay, I'm never going to touch that button again. Damn it, let's go back in time. There we go. All right, so now I'm back in time. So let's reverse that. Reverse. Damn it. Rewind. Let me try rewind. There you go. Oh, God. You know what? Damn you, board. Anyway, at my soundboard, I just uploaded more sound effects. As a matter of fact, let me see the ones that I got. I got balloon pop. All right, that's pretty good. Then, oh, sorry, I ain't touching that. I've got my bubbles. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, it was 84 degrees today. I was like, this sucks, man. I listen, I took out my jackets, I cleaned them, I ironed them. I'm like, you guys are gonna be worn when the weather drops. Don't you worry. And then my jackets were telling me, Jerry, man, come on. We gotta see sunlight. We've been in the closet all summer long. It's like, I know. That's what you think. I took half of you guys out. I took a blue jacket, the gray, and the brown, and the tan, the khaki one. I took like the colors that match my shoes. All right. And how do jackets talk? I have no idea. But my jacket's like, come on, man, we got to see the sunlight. He said, you will. And you will. Be patient, my friend. 84 degrees. I can't wear you at 84 degrees. So I had to put my jacket after I cleaned them, ironed them, I put them back in the closet. They got a little mad and upset, but it is what it is, damn it. I thought about cutting the grass, but I was like, you know what? I'll wait till it grows a little thicker next week. And then I got to contact my comedy bookers to do some shows for October, November, and December. I didn't do that this week, which I should have done, but my house schedule is crazy busy, So I just need to get things done that I need to get done. Damn it, I don't want this. What the hell, man? But yeah, so what I did was I grabbed a weed killer and I just sprayed it in areas where the weeds were growing. And this weed killer I bought, Alien and Purpose. Hello. This weed killer that I bought is awesome. It's better than any of those over-the-counter weed killers that you see in the stores. This one, I'm not going to give the name, but let's put it like this. You spray it on a weed, that sucker will die within like 10 minutes. You see it wilting right in front of you. I was like, damn, and it never grows back. That area is just now dirt. Like, I have no idea. This thing goes down to the root. And I'm impressed by this weed killer that I bought because I have a front yard and a backyard and an extra backyard, and I always maintain the my yards, my trees, my bushes, so that way I could see who's in my backyard. I got cameras on the side and the back of my house because I make sure there's no brush, no tall bushes blocking my view. I have to see who's in my backyard. Normally it's the squirrels and the chipmunks, that run around, and I'm like, oh man. The chipmunks, they just zip on by, man. They just zoom. Like, hold on, there's got a zoom sound, damn it. Zoom. Here we go. Oh man. All right, hold on. Let me try. Run. God damn it. Run. There we go. Run. Run. Oh my God. What the hell is wrong with my soundboard today? Oh my Lord. This blows, dude. Oh my God. I had a great sound effect where it sounds like as if someone's running. Oh my God. All right, let's try entertainment. Hot damn it. Yeah. Wow. Not really. Sheesh.
Would you like to stay for some tea?
Well, if you look hot, yes. Anyway, you know what? Screw it. Oh man. You know what? I ain't gonna waste my time. So yeah, I see these chipmunks. I've seen them just zooming by, grabbing like as much stuff as they can because they know the winter time is coming. The squirrels are doing the same thing. I feed the squirrels. There's no ordinance or law in my house as long as you don't feed them like steak, you know what I mean, or chicken. I give them like expired, like soon to be expired bread, you know, or like if I'm eating a waffle, I don't want to throw the waffle, like half-eaten waffle, throw it outside, and they immediately take it. I'm like, these things are quick, dude. Oh my Lord, squirrel. Oh my God, I'm about to break this damn thing, dude. Every sound effect I'm trying to get is not giving it to me. Oh my God. Okay, let's try this one again. No, that's squirrel. Squirrel, damn it. Oh my Lord. I don't want your ass. Get out of here. Damn it. All right, let's try this one. Squirrel. Oh, no, I already had that one. Okay, all right, let's go over here. All right, this one's coming up later. Booyah. All right, now we try here. Squirrel. Oh my Lord. Okay, animals. Holy crap, man. Yeah. No, that's the stupid. Oh my God, this thing is so sensitive, so touchy. All right, hold on. Let me get up here. There we go. See, nice gentle touch should do it. Okay, go down. I got it. Damn it, the chipmunks. Oh my Lord, I'm about to break this damn thing. Anyway, so the chipmunks, I see them running around. They zip on by. You can't. I mean, you have to have slow motion as soon as you see them. I mean, they won't harm you. They won't bother you. They just, right now, they're digging and scrapping for food for winter. The squirrels are doing the same thing. There's raccoons, but they don't bother you. You know, they just see you. They're like, hey, man, see you tonight. All right, make sure you got your garbage ready. I'm like, okay. But yeah, it's that time, man, where all these animals around my house are just getting as much food as they can, but to store for the winter. And it doesn't bother me, but they just run around. I'm like, damn it, these things are just annoying little buggers. Nene is up. Who else is here? Dot Chesson. Hello, my dear. I shall follow you. There you go. And let me see if I'm following Nene. Yes, I am following you, Nene. Nini. Okay. Is it Chesson? Is it France? Is it Francais? It is Chasson. All right. That sounds sexy though. Chasson. Sounds like a cologne. Are you wearing Chasson? Well, yes, I am. It's her new fragrance. It's called I'm Fine. You should be too, you know? But but yeah, man. So God, man. I just don't like it when it's September and it was 84 today. That freaking sucks, dude. I'm tired of turning on my air conditioner because my air conditioning bill is through the roof. I got central air conditioning in my house, you know, and the level I have is at 6970. Perfect, you know. But when I have it off, I'm thinking, hey, today's going to be a nice, cool day. And all of a sudden I go outside. It's like, it's not going to be a nice, cool day. What the hell? I hate this type of weather, especially when it's September. This is not fall weather. This effing blows weather. That's what it is. Next thing you know, I gotta go on my phone, activate my essential air conditioning, and I'm like, 70 degrees. My house should be nice and cool when I walk in. That's like, this sucks, man. It's like my heater is like, yo, Jerry, man, when you gonna turn this on, dude? It's like, not till it hits below 40. You guys know the rules. It's like, oh, whatever, man. So this sucks. I just can't stand this type of weather. I really cannot stand it at all. Anyway, so let's see, okay, I got taunt. I got horror. I got crude humor. Oh my God, man. This is just one of those days. It's like, I've been thinking about going to Chicago for a couple days, but I think going to Chicago in the wintertime is a good idea for me, especially, And then I'm thinking about going to Houston, Texas, not to move there. I just want to go there, just check it out. Or is it Austin, Texas? I have no idea. I can't remember. Anyway. Yeah, man. So Major League Baseball was on last night, and the New York Mets hung in there. They won. Chicago Cubs are winning. I'm like, oh my God, the hunt for Red October is coming soon. These teams now, who's ever left in the wild card, they have until, I think, let me see here, Saturday, Sunday, or basically by the 30th. If they cannot win any games by the 30th, or some other team to lose for them to stay in the roster, it's pretty much going to be like do or die. Might as well go on for next season. There's always next season, and it sucks, man. Because right now, I really want the Chicago Cubs to go to the World Series. I want the New York Yankees to go, but I'll be honest, I'll say it. I really want the New York Mets to go to the World Series. It has been since 1986 since they won the World Series. So let me see if I can do the math here. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Do I have the sound effect for thinking? Huh? Do I? I think so. Oh, okay. I got to be very careful, man. As soon as I touch this, it gets off, dude. All right, here we go. Oh, my Lord, man. I'm almost there, and I'm not there. Okay, now I got to bust out my folder where it says sound effects. Crap. That's my medical chart. Okay, so let's see. What do I got here? I got Cat Hall. I got Monster Truck. I got Cliff Fall. I got Ta-da. Let me see here. Morse code. Oh my God, that's the sound I was looking for. Chipmunk. But too late. I had to go through everything. Drop bell, awkward, not really, brilliant. Let me see here. Checkmate, contraption. There you go. That's what I wanted. Contraption. Okay. Contraption. Oops. Okay, let me go back here. I don't think I have it on this one. Oh my God. This thing is not working with me today. See, this is when I go. I'm so thankful that I went to communication school. Oh my Lord. I am about to kill this damn thing. Sheesh.
I stand corrected.
Good God. All right, here we go. All right, now let me try this one. Contraption. There we go. All right, so I'm thinking. All right, so now I should have the answer. God, this is what I go through with my podcast. Which, by the way, I have yesterday's episode is up right now. It's entitled, if anyone's looking for it, the Jerry Torres program on Spotify, YouTube. Oh my God, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. Yeah. Riverside FM. So yeah, I'm on all those affiliates. Let's put it that way. So yesterday, the title of the podcast is entitled "Mouse Trapped." And before I talk about that, what happened, I talk about, Jimmy Kimmel coming back. I'm happy for that. The weight that I'm losing, I am really excited for it. I just lost 8 pounds by this week. I lost 8 pounds. I was like, damn, I'm trying to get down to 185. It's a bitch, man. But if I get down to 180, it'd be better. So yesterday's podcast, I talked about that. And then I also talked about the mouse that I caught when I came home from work. The story goes that I set up these sticky traps. Well, okay, long story short, very short, extraordinarily short, down to like one sentence, maybe a paragraph. Um, there was a mouse that came around my house a week ago. It was too fast. I knew it was there. I'm not those type of people. Oh my god, a mouse! Let me freak out. No, 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 no. It's a mouse. It's not a tiger. You know what I mean? So I see this thing, and it went in my cereal box. I was like, oh hell no! There's a big hole in the box and got into the cereal, and it made a mess. Guys, and then after that, I tried to get into one of my cracker boxes. I was like, oh, okay, this thing got to die. This thing's got to go. But it was just one mouse alone. He was working alone. I was like, damn it. So I have these sticky traps that I bought. And before anybody gets on me by saying it's inhumane, how can you be animal cruel? Okay, listen, I don't want a damn thing in my house, man. They think it gives fleas, they have rabies, they have parasites, they give diseases. It's like, all right. So if you're an animal rights activist and right now you're going to be on me about this, let me see you get bit, scratched, and all of a sudden you come up with rabies or some type of virus that's in you. And let me hear, but knowing them, it wasn't that. Okay. What happened was I was eating a potato chip and I got scratched by it. That's why I caught rabies. It's like, oh, shut up. Oh my God. I got to deal with these people, these Trump Nazis that think they know the world, you know? They think their shit doesn't smell, you know? It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. But anyway, so the mouse was in my house for a week. I've been trying to catch it. And so I set these sticky traps up, but it just wouldn't catch. So I was like, no wonder, duh, predator, bait, cheese. But I didn't put cheese. The two things that mice really love is crackers and peanut butter. I was like, I'm not going to put peanut butter there. So what I did was I grabbed my fishy crackers and I put one in the middle, one in the middle, one in the middle. And I said, this has got to work. This has got to work. I got to catch this mother effing thing. I go to work, did my thing, come home, and I caught it. Thing wasn't that big either. It was like the size of my index finger. And there it was, except this is the thing that I caught it. Its ass was caught. And as he was using his front legs to get away, I guess it got tired. It must have went like maybe 5 feet. I was like, what the hell? And I thought about recording it on video, posting it on TikTok and stuff. But if I did, I would have had mixed reviews like, oh, why you got to be so cruel to the animal? Why that's so mean? And again, it's like, why am I going to let this damn thing? I'm sorry. So what I did was I grabbed these long needle nose pliers, grabbed the tip of the trap and threw it in the garbage bag. And yeah, I threw it outside. Now, before anybody gets on me about, oh, that was so mean, that was so cruel, you could have saved that damn thing. I'll be honest with you. I don't want a mouse in my house. I really don't. The thing got on my food. I've been noticing like rat crap in my counters. I was like, okay, this thing's gotta die. All right. I'm not having this thing messing up my house. Next thing you know, I catch something. Even though I didn't get scratched or bit, but like the mouse crap alone, it has enough like to give you like a sickness, man. I know. Look it up if you don't believe me. All right. So I caught it. And I did the mop thing, you know. It's like, yeah, you got to Mr. Torres's, house. You got to go. What? No, please don't kill me. I'm sorry. He's a boss. You got to go. So what I did was I threw it in the trunk of my car, drove about 5 miles into the woods, did the good fella thing, opened up the trunk. Please don't kill me. And I was like, you little mouse bitch. I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. What I did, I just threw it in the garbage can. That's all I did, Hey, Singles NYC Chef Mom. Long time no see. How are you? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I did what I had to do, and I don't want to hear anybody get on me about saying this was mean, this was cruel. So seriously, I don't care. Don't get on me about this. This is my house. All right. I don't want no damn mouse in my house. All right. So I did what I did. I'm not ashamed of it. I am not like, being cold hearted about it, but I had to kill the damn thing. I'm sorry. you know. Or it would have been now. It would have been mean had like chopped his head off, put it on a toothpick in my front yard, a little tiny sign under it, "Stay away from Jerry's house." You know what I mean? That that would have been sick had I done something like that. But no, I didn't do that. You know. Oh. But it was kind of funny though. The poor thing was like struggling. You know, it's like his ass was caught in the sticky. He was using his front leg. I gotta get away. I gotta tell my friends. Please, somebody help me. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Now, knowing a man and a woman would have freaked out and screamed, you know what I mean? Not me. It's like I'm looking at this mouse and I'm like, okay, you're gonna die, dude. You know what I mean? Seriously, not today, not tomorrow, but soon. I was like, oh my god. So yeah, the damn thing's out of my house. Thank God. You know, and listen, where I live is near woods. Okay, and we get mice and chipmunks running around. From occasion, we do get like these mice, and my neighbors have a problem too when they get mice. But some of my neighbors have cats, in their outdoor cats and indoor cats, and they always tell me stories like, "Yeah, I saw Frisk. That's one of their cats' names. Had a mouse in its mouth and wouldn't let it go. The poor thing was like, come on, help me. It was struggling with its legs. So tell me you recorded it." I was like, I wanted to, but I had to get this mouse out of my cat's mouth, man. You know how hard it is? Oh, yeah, I know. They just run away. Cats won't be like, man, what you doing? This is my food. Get your own, you know? But I told her this, I had a cat. It got old and died. And I'm not going to get another pet in my house, too much responsibilities. So I had to do, I was going to plant minefields in my front and backyard. That would have been funny. I mean, little poof, like little tiny minefields. What was that? A mouse? It's like, damn thing trying to sneak in my house again, But oh my God, that would have been great, And it's like, be inside my house. I would plant like little minefields, and I'm watching TV, and one day, and all of a sudden I hear this sound. Just hear the whole thing. Oh my God, was that another mouse? Oh my God. Oh my God, there's 2 mice that got killed. Three mice I killed. Anyway, so I did what I had to do. You heard the whole story on the previous podcast, the mouse trapped. And again, I really don't want to hear anybody, even animal rights activists or animal lovers. And I am an animal lover. I am, but I don't want a damn mouse in my house. And I don't want to hear anybody, oh, you could have captured it alive and let it go free. Here's the thing. They've been known to come back. Hey, yo, I found this house. It was awesome. What do you mean it was awesome? Dude, I had food, I had crackers, I had cereal, right? And check this out, dog. It even had, ready for this? Hostess Tasty Cakes. What? For real? Like, yeah. So he was very nice. He put me in this box. It was no kill box. And he said, go ahead, little buddy, roam free. And next thing you know, they come right back, bringing more friends. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, I am not going to let a mouse get around my house. I'm sorry. Aunt Stacy, how are you? Let Stacy do the cooking. Southside now in the far Fairburn area. Aunt Stacy, well, welcome aboard, my dear. Thank you. All right. Oh, my Lord, man. So, yeah, I got rid of the mouse, and I know there's going to be more coming soon, so I got the trap set up already around my house. Oh, God. At least, listen, New York and Philadelphia are having a rat problem. Thank God I'm not having that here, because all you would hear this in my front and backyard. Oh, man, that was another rat got on my rat minefield. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, oops. I just reduced my soundboard. There we go. I got it up there. Oh my God. What the hell was that? Oh my God. This took me to something I don't want. Man, get out of here, man. I don't want the damn thing. All right. Oh.
Access granted.
Yeah. I did talk about the one time on a previous podcast show where a bat flew in my house. Yeah, and again, I'm not scared of it. I just want to get bit or scratched by it, but we managed to get the damn thing out of the house. And then the next day that's when we got it out of the house, I was like, okay, I got to get a net. And I did. I got it on Amazon. It came in and it's a specifically designed net, not just to catch butterflies, but it's to catch like mice or raccoons, whatever. But it's specifically designed. The net is when a bat's flying around your house. All right. If you can't scoop it up and it flies to the side, there's these little tiny holes where it's designed for the bat to get its claws or its thing, whatever, to get caught in it. And then you flip it around. Like you hit it on the ground and then like it's like a broom, like you sweep it out. I saw the video. I was like, oh shoot, that's pretty cool. So I bought it, it came in, and it's hanging by my door. I was like, well, it's almost wintertime. Bats are the hibernate. I was like, well, I don't need this damn thing now. Oh my God. But anyway, I just don't want, mice or bats in my house. I really don't. Anyway. So the NHL preseason game started. It's not that much to talk about because, as always, preseason games are trying out all the rookies, all the starters before cut day. I think it's next week. It's cut day. Oh, no, it's this week, I think. Yeah, so they're going to let some people go. But, I mean, listen, there was a lot of preseason games last night. I saw a couple of them. It was really good to see the hockey season starting again, so I'm happy for that. NFL is back and up and running, fourth week. They're going to start Dart as the quarterback for the New York Giants. I am really happy for that because the other quarterback sucked and their coach sucks and their owner of the New York Giants is a horrible douche nozzle that I don't like. I really don't. The head coach of the New York Giants, nobody likes. Nobody. He's a horrible coach. Always makes these stupid bad calls. But we'll see what happens. All right. The only New York team that's really good right now is the Buffalo. That's it. They're the only last New York team that's really good in the NFL. The Jets are horrible. The Giants are horrible. And right now I'm just going to be like, I'm jumping ship, man. I'm going to go with Buffalo, dude. Really? Why? You sell out. Listen, dude, I don't want to have a frustrated season. All right. So I am going with Buffalo, whether you like it or not. God damn it, man. Some of the soundboards that I have, Buffalo. Oh my God, I don't have a Buffalo sound. Are you gotta be kidding me, dude? Oh my God, Buffalo. Oh my goodness, I am about to crack this damn thing wide open. All right, now let's go to animals. Okay, animal sounds. There we go. Ah, here it is. Oh, it's bison. That's close enough. So the NFL season is up and running, fourth weekend, and it's already getting interesting for me to watch and hear it at my job. Yeah, I work on Sundays, but my bosses are really cool. You can listen to your games as long as you're not watching it while you're operating machinery. They're cool with that. Oh man. All right. Well, already too many movies coming out. I haven't been out to the movies lately. The last movie that I saw was The Fantastic Four. I loved it. It's coming out in Disney soon. I'm real excited for that. The Leonardo DiCaprio movie that I really want to see. Hold on. Oh my God. New Leonardo DiCaprio movie. God damn it, man. Yes, it's called One Battle After Another. Yes, I'm already hearing rave reviews of Sean Penn and Leonardo DiCaprio stealing the scenes. They say it's like a Pulp Fiction feel to it. I'm like, oh shoot, I like that. Tiana Taylor is in it. I heard she's really good. Regina Hall is in it. Benicio del Toro, but I heard that the scene in the movie that Leonardo DiCaprio and Tiana Taylor had like a relationship in the movie and something happened. Oh God, it's almost a 3-hour movie. That's the thing. That's why I don't want to go to the movie theaters and see it because it's a 3-hour movie. It's almost 3 hours, and I don't want to see a 3-hour movie. I keep telling people the last 3-hour movie I saw was Avatar: Way of Water, and that freaking sucked. 3 hours I sat in there, man. I must have missed like 10 minutes because I had to pee. I was like, damn it, But if you watch a 3-hour movie at home, You can make a sandwich, have your tires rotated, take a shower, mow your front and backyard, and then go back and watch the movie again. And then you can pause it again, make a sandwich, go pee, and then after that, go back watching the movie. You can keep pausing it as many times as you can. Oh God, I missed that part. Let me rewind it. So from here on out, any movie that's 3 hours long, I watch it at home. But yeah. So it's already at, let me see here, 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. I was like, whoa, that's really good. But yeah, I'm not going to see a 3-hour film. 2 hours and 41 minutes. That's near 3 hours. Forget that. I'm not going to go to the movies and see a 3-hour film. But they were talking about Avengers Doomsday coming out next year. I'm really excited for that. There's a guy on YouTube who's awesome about Marvel and DC stuff, but he breaks down. It was a comic book based on that. That's the thing. So he breaks down the storyline of what happens in Avengers Doomsday, how Doomsday is managing to take over everything. But not only that, the story goes, he's trying to bring back Thanos. I think he's the guy that brings back Thanos. This I gotta see. And then next thing you know, all the heroes from Avengers to X-Men and the Fantastic Four, they all get together to stop, Doomsday and Thanos, whatever. I'm gonna go on YouTube and check this guy out. I forgot his name. I gotta call my buddy or text him. He's a huge geekhead. He's a nerd just like me, And I gotta ask, like, dude, what was the name? And immediately he'll tell me, "Oh, it's Josh Winters." I was like, okay, yeah, because the previous Fantastic movies sucked the donkey balls. This new Fantastic Four that I saw, I loved it. They did it right finally. What I saw, and then after that, a couple weeks later, they showed Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. That sucked donkey balls. Yeah, I didn't like it at all. The special effects were horrible. Everything was horrible about that movie from beginning to end. I didn't like it. But yeah, this new one was much better. It saved the Fantastic Four franchise. Let me see what the hell is happening here. Nothing. Okay. So yeah, all these movies that are coming out this weekend that are past 3 hours, I'm not gonna go see it. So yeah, I'm gonna go wait. I'll just wait till they come online, on streaming services, But anyway, like I wanted to see The Long Walk. I read the book. It was actually based on a short story, the Dark Tower series. I read the book. Read that story. I already know what happens at the end, and but the movie version, from what I hear, it's like 95% Rotten Tomatoes. That's really good. I would love to see that. Oh my Lord. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's see, do I have it here? No, I don't. Wait a minute. I forgot. I got my soundboard folder here. So let me see what I got. It's not take out. It was diesel. Okay. And let me see here. Do I have the word no? Let me see. No. Hot damn it. All right, let me try this one. Row. Yeah, got it. All right. So I said this earlier. I wanted to cook today. So what I did was I made lasagna. That's what I did.
There's no takeout at the Revisio.
Oh my God. So I know how to cook. So what I did was I did it my way. All right. So I grabbed my Goya Sazon, my adobo, my garlic. And then I grabbed a punch of salt, put that in there. Then I grabbed this Goya beef broth. That's excellent. You put on chicken and beef. So I put it in the pan first with butter and oil, let that simmer. And then I put the ground beef in there. And then I mix it all up. And then what happened, what that mixture does to the beef, it becomes like this dark brown, this beautiful, simmering, bubbling brown. And then I grab the marinara sauce and I pour it in there. And next thing you know, that the texture from the brown sauce mixes in with the marinara sauce, and it comes out superb, excellent, excellent. So I made a video about it. I'll post it on TikTok. I just got to go edit it. It's very long. So, and then with the boiling water, I grabbed the lasagna. I put it in there with cooking oil, a little pinch of salt. And when it like 5-10 minutes, when the lasagna is nice and soft and a little limpy, then and then when that's ready, then I bust out the pan, and then I put the butter around the pan. I turn on the oven. Then I stack up my lasagna, stack it up. And then I put the meat, and then the ricotta cheese, and then the mozzarella. And then I put another stack, do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Then I put it in the oven for a solid 30 minutes to make that cheese melt, to make everything bubbly, and voila, ba-boom, kabam, yeah!
Must be strong like bull.
The lasagna is great.
Bro.
What the hell was that? Wait a minute.
Thanks, bro.
That was a bit too fast, man. All right, anyway. All right, let me go back here. All right, hold on. Okay, let me go. Oh, my Lord.
We might have some trouble coming our way.
You want to build a future, you gotta know what you want.
Lord, I don't want to hear that. Oh, my God. Why does this thing do this to me? Please do not tell me this soundboard that I have is going to give me like these stupid commercials. Okay. All right, let me go back here. There we go. Okay, no. Oh, my Lord, I am about to break this damn thing. All right, here we go. Yes.
There's no takeout at the Revisio.
Good Lord, that is loud. Hold on, let me adjust it down a bit. There we go. Much better. Yeah. So the lasagna came out great. I was happy about it. And I ate like my first square. And I was like, oh my God, this is excellent. Excellent. And then my brother came, he had a bag, a little slice, and then my dad had a slice. And I was like, oh, okay. Then I had to put the rest in the refrigerator. It was too much that I made. So I guess I'm gonna have some for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Lasagna for breakfast and lunch and dinner tomorrow. So yeah. Ooh, man. I don't mind cooking. It's just that I gotta clean up after I cook. You know? God, it was like marinara sauce, and then there was like empty bags of mozzarella and an empty can of ricotta cheese. I was like, oh my Lord, let me start cleaning before I start eating. And that's what I did. I cleaned first, and then I ate. You know, I have no wine in my house. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just drink 7-Up with it. No, I drank Coke. Coke with no sugar. That's what I did. I drank it with that. It's like, what year is this Coke? Oh my goodness. Oh, all right. Now let me get here. Okay. Wow. Okay. Huh. All right. So now let me try. Hold on. Let me go back here. God damn it. Okay. Now let me go back here. Smooth jazz. All right. Let me try that. Smooth jazz. There we go. All right. We are working, people. All right. Now I got that. And now let me get this. See what I mean? Oh my goodness. My soundboard is cooperating with me. Okay. Okay. Here we go, people. Now I go to favorites. Hot damn it. There we go. Now I got my soundboard. There we go.
How'd you like them apples?
Yeah, because my lasagna was smooth.
Smooth jams.
That's right. But anyway, so yeah, my lasagna came out superb. drippy, cheesy, everything melted. It was so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Listen, I've seen other people cook it their way. If you have an own style and skill, the way you cook it and the way you like it, more power to you. Me personally, I do what I normally do. I just put the garlic powder and then the butter, and then the cooking oil, and then the adobo and then the sazon and the garlic powder. And then again, I put the beef. The beef is nice. The sauce is nice and brown. And then I pour the sauce in there. I don't drain the sauce that's already in the ground beef. I don't do that because that's the flavor. When you mix that with marinara sauce, it pops even more. You know, it's kind of like that scene in Godfather. You know, okay, first you put your peppers and sausage in there, add a little sugar, add a little wine. You know, um, technically, every professional chef says you don't put a splash of wine in sauce. Some do, but they say it's really not necessary. Just the seasoning and the peppers and the sausage, and the garlic, the pepper, the onions, whatever. That pretty much is okay brings out the flavor in the sauce. But I love that scene though, in Godfather. Hey, let me show you. One day you're gonna be cooking for 20 guys. All right. First, you put your peppers and sausage in there. Then you add a little sugar. You know, add a little wine. You know. I was like, oh man, and that's how you make your sauce. Oh my god. Lately on TikTok, they have been promoting or showing the video of the Richard Pryor program as the president skit. I love Richard Pryor. He is one of my heroes in the comedy world. He is my inspiration. He is my king. Yes, he did have a bad past with drugs and abusiveness, you know. But you forget that was the 70s. They again, it's accusation. Um, is here dare say, you know, he did do drugs. Yes. When it came to the abusive part, you know, I'm hearing it. But it's like, okay, where's the evidence? I'm not saying taking his side, but I'm like, okay, it's you forget it was the 70s. Like they didn't have the technology that we have now to catching somebody becoming abusive, you know. But besides all that, he was a hysterical comedian, you know. And lately on TikTok, they've been showing Richard Pryor as president of the United States. That skit is hysterical. I love that. Um, when he's like answering questions, you know, Jet Magazine, you know, Ebony Magazine. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Listen like now, you know. And mind you, some of the names that he's mentioning about this quarterback and Huey P. Newton, by today, anyone would know who they are, but some of the young ones be like, who's Huey P. Newton? You're like, well, he created in the Black Panther movement, you know. It's like, oh, who's this quarterback for the St. Louis Rams? Well, it was called the LA Rams. Now they're called the St. Louis Rams. You see what I mean? So half of the stuff that they're talking about, people would understand it at my age now. You know, the young bucks would be like, who was this guy? What is he talking about? So I'm going to find a skit if they have it up here. Let me see. Damn it, they don't have a mic on this. Richard Pryor as president of the United States. Richard Pryor as president. There we go. Okay. So on TikTok, they've been showing a lot of videos of that skit alone. It's the Richard Pryor program from 1977. The show only ran for like 9 episodes. And mind you, it was the Dave Chappelle show for its time. And it was there, but in those days, they were very sensitive because Richard Pryor really wanted to express more. You'll see a lot of great up and coming out, like Robin Williams was in a number of his skits. But if anyone look it up about what happened to that show, he really wanted to cross the line. He really wanted to go over the edge, and he was doing it. Like the African American telethon that was hysterical. There's a skit in there that I'm not gonna say, but on the show he said it. And it was called oh man, it wasn't racist, but it was called he said something about we're going to make a movement, and all the phones rang. It was like hysterical. But yeah, the Richard Pryor program was the Dave Chappelle show of its time, you know, and only like 6 to 9 episodes were made, but they were hysterical. They were classic. But the one that's legendary, and they played it a lot on TikTok, was Richard Pryor program, The First Black President. That's the title of the show. So I'm going to see if I can play a little bit of it right now before.
Do you ever feel like there's too much to do,
God.
but you don't have enough time?
Do you ever feel like I don't want to hear your damn promos? All right, here we go. All right, so skip that. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So here it is.
Have your attention, please.
All right, I'm going to play a little bit of it and I'm going to stop it.
The 40th President of the United States.
Now, this is where he comes in. The man was a genius. What can you say about the king, Richard Pryor, man?
Mr. President, Tom Matthews, UPI. Mr. President, earlier this year you said that you would travel anywhere in the world to further the cause of peace. Considering the worsening situation
No,
of the
okay, I'm
Middle
not going to see that one. I want to see the one. All right, where is it? Up here soon. I am fast forwarding it a bit. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. Okay, here's the one.
Merge a United States.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Arthur Williams, Chicago Sun-Herald. You've just okayed a $250 million increase in our space program. What I'd like to know is the main reason you did this so we can finally recruit black people for the space program?
I feel it's time that black people went to space. White people have been going to space for years and spacing out on us, as you might say. And I feel with the projects that we have in mind, we're going to send explorer ships through other galaxies. And no longer will they have the same type of music, Beethoven, Brahms, and Tchaikovsky. From now on, we have little Miles Davis and Charlie Parker. We're going to have some different kind of things.
Yeah, I know there were jazz artists, okay, or young bucks out there.
Yes, ma'am.
Marshall Warfield.
Roberta Davies, Jet Magazine. Mr. President, on your list of candidates for director of the FBI, are you including the name of Huey Newton?
Yes, I figured that Huey Newton is best qualified. He knows the ins and outs of the FBI. Everybody knows that, and he would be an excellent director.
Yo, Blood. Yeah, Brother Bell from Ebony Magazine. Assalamu alaikum, brothers.
Alaikum.
All right.
Only one guy lost it. How professional were these guys to hold that laugh? Oh my God. Only one guy broke character. It was like this guy sitting way in the back. He just lost it. But the gentleman that asked that question, you know, Assalamu alaikum. And then when Richard Pryor responded back, at least like alarm, he was holding his laugh back. How professional do you have to be to hold it back? Oh my God. But it's a classic skit. I love it, man. And it talks about what it's talking about now, you know. But Richard Pryor's the king, man. Richard Pryor's the king. All right, so before the last topic I'm going to talk about is there's this woman named Lisa, and she developed she's been posting billboards. She has a website. She's handing out cards. It's called marylisa.com. And there's this woman in San Francisco at the Bay Area in California. She's not bad looking, great body, very energetic. She got a great smile about her. But she's tired of the dating scene. She's tired of the date websites. So what she did was, it's entitled marylisa.com. And it's on these billboards. She posted like on 6 billboards. It's a digital billboard. And then she built her website. And on her website, the person can fill out the resume. It's like a bio about yourself. And she wants to marry, the man of her dreams. But he's blah, 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 blah. She got tired of the date site. She got tired of the dating scene. She goes, listen, this is it. It's the next best thing. I'm going to find someone, blah, 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 to make me happy. All right. Now, the question is this an act of being desperate? Is this an idea that's crossing the line? Or is this an idea where a wacko, nutbag, crazy douche, killer? I mean, oh, I have another victim. There's a way I can get to her. Or is this a way of saying, I'm here, get me, I'm hot now. And she does. She's really not bad looking. And she's got a great personality, and they interviewed her a couple times. I was like, wow, she's not bad looking. So she has this, it's all over TikTok. It's pretty much some news affiliates picked it up, like Good Morning America and the Inside Edition. And I'm watching this, and the first thing I said was, would I do something like that? Would I promote myself to women out there, except I want to put, MaryJerry.com. No, I would not do that. I love my money too much. But would you go to that extreme to get yourself out there, to get yourself noticed, to get yourself recognized, to have someone fill out a full resume and a bio? And, she said it in an interview. They said, what kind of guy are you looking for? Well, she goes, well, I keep myself in shape, so I need someone that really loves working out. I have a very healthy lifestyle, so I need that person to have a healthy lifestyle too. And I'm also, what else did she say? And she goes, forgive me not to sound shallow, but I need to date someone in great shape, especially, I can't date someone that just likes to watch TV and play games, and drink beer all day. I'm not into that. So I was like, oh, wow, straight to the punch. But there's more on her website. It's called marylisa.com. I didn't get on it. I saw it. It's on Google. When I Googled it, it just popped right up. I was like, damn, it's right there. She has like pictures of her and full body pictures. That's what I like. I like full body pictures of a woman. That way I know who they are, what they look like, the shape that they're in. So she's like really promoting herself out there to get married, and I would blame her. You know what I mean? I'm tired of the dating scene. I thought I found the right woman, and I thought my search was over until I brought up the story before. I said, hey, you know what? I'm in London, England. I have the confidence to end this relationship. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get an education, man. But besides all that, is it a wrong thing? Is it a desperate thing? Is it a dangerous thing? Is it something where it's like, well, enough is enough. I'm tired of this. Hello world, come get me, Now, mind you, those digital billboards are not cheap. They go for about for a week. Yeah, I think you're paying like $1,500 a week. So that's why she has it up there for this 1 week up there. Yeah, it's like, yeah. But 6 billboards? What the hell do you do for a living to post yourself on these 6 digital billboards? They're not cheap, But, she's like promoting herself. She's advertising herself. Would I do something like that? Well, I would build a website. Yeah. And I would build a QR code. Yeah. There's TikTok, Instagram. I would promote myself, make the video, post it up there. Yeah, but would I post myself on a billboard though? Oh God! Except like on my resume, I would be straightforward and to the punch. Yeah. I am not going to hold back. I'm not going to be like the things I want in a woman is like, I'm not going to say like, oh my goodness, if she's Muslim, I don't want to date. No, if she's Muslim, of course I'll date her, but I will respect her religion. But except when I'm eating a pork sandwich, I won't be in front of her eating it. It's like if she's, if the woman's Buddhist, I make sure that I'm respectful for her. What the hell's going on here? Okay, there we go. All right. So either or, I have to have a woman that loves to work out. I can't be with a woman that loves to go to clubs and bars. That's not me anymore. I've done that, been there, done that. It's like her list of what she wants in a man. She's very specific, and she's very open and honest, and that's why she's not holding any punches back. So if this works, we'll see what happens. And it's like you ask yourself, marylisa.com. Okay. It's a good title. I mean, it's like straight to the point, but it's like, oh, hold up, girl. Let's get to know each other first. You know what I mean? Yeah, what's your sign? What's your favorite color? What do you like to eat? To put Mary up there, it's like, come on, man. Now you're becoming like, I need a man now. I need some sex. I need this. It's like, woman, chill. Hold up. You're going to scare every man out there. Damn it. You shouldn't post Mary. How about dating? How about let's have meetupfordrinks.com or something like that. But like I said, would I do something like that to find a woman? Yeah, I guess I would. But the type of women I'm going to meet, like Sasquatch is, Karen looking. I'm a Trump supporter. Well, I'm not. Burn in hell, but it's like, oh God, I didn't want to get a list of the women I'm meeting again. It sucks, man. But more power to her, marylisa.com. I mean, if it works for you, great, but if it doesn't work, you get a lot of stalkers, well, you pretty much have to stop the promotion and do something else. Like go back on a date website or speed dating service, yeah. It's like, a little bit too much, but you're asking for trouble. But if it works, hey, more power to you, baby. But just be careful. Who you pick and whoever you pick, hope it's the right pick. Let's put it that way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. I'd like to thank Nene for staying up here. Thank you so much for staying up, even though you didn't click the likes, but for you having up here is likable enough. And so, as you all well know, I am an accomplished author. I've written a book entitled Chinese Food for Breakfast. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. God damn it. Much better. Yeah, so I've written a book entitled Chinese Food for Breakfast. You can find my book either on lulu.com, that is Lulu, or on Amazon Kindle. And it's an ebook. You can download the book, read the book anytime, anywhere on your phone, tablet, or your laptop. And the book is only $4, people, so you're really not going to be breaking the bank. And the book is about fun. So download the book today, Jerry Torres, Chinese Food for Breakfast, and enjoy a good read. Also, listen to my good friend Latice Mitchell's podcast, Tice Talk. She's in the works of making a comeback. It's going to be a great podcast. You can listen to her previous podcast shows on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. Her podcast show is about fun, family, dating. What she talks about on stage, she talks about it on her podcast. It is hysterical. And she's one of my deepest and dearest, closest friends in the comedy business. So go listen to Latice Mitchell's Tice Talk.
It'll make your head spin.
Tice Talk with Latice Mitchell.
Sunday.
Tice Talk.
Get wrecked.
Also, listen to Gordo B. His new album is up right now. Gordo B is one of the coolest, slickest, perfect rhyming. I'd said his music is like the Diggable Planets and De La Soul. It's hip-hop music you can understand the lyrics to, all right? Unlike today's hip-hop artists, God bless them, but make rhymes that understand, and I can hear what the hell you're saying, Yeah, but anyway, Joey Coy had a joke about that, which is very true. But Gordo B's new song, new album, I heard it. I loved it. It's the type of music you just put your headsets on, just bop your head. It's really smooth, has some jazz, some real smooth lyrics in it. So go find him on TikTok, Instagram, on YouTube. His name is spelled Gordo B, Gordo, big letter B. And also listen to Funky Times. They are a great band. I love this band. They mix it up with jazz, funk, rock. They know how to make music and make music right. You can find Funky Times on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. And if you're interested in hiring them for a special event, send them a message. You can set something up and you won't regret it. So listen to Funky Times. Speaking of Funky Times, I used their music to close my show. And that was the wrong one, damn it. Yeah, I use music to close my show. In a 3, 2, and a 1, and a 1, 2, and a 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. As I always say towards the end of my podcast, whatever religious figure you believe in, may you be blessed. I bid you all a fond fondue. I'll be back. So I ask you all, please don't go changing. I'm gone, get gone, and bye. Oh, what the hell just happened?
3, 4.
Oh my Lord, that messed up. Okay, now we go over here. Sorry about that.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Limited time offer. No purchase necessary. Offer valid at participating locations. Void where prohibited. No animals were harmed during the production of this soundboard. Subject to change without notice. Side effects include dry mouth, occasional pig snort or two, sore stomach, teary eyes, achy jaws, and whatever tingles well. Laughing heart.
You just heard the Jerry Torres program on Spotify, Riverside FM, and on YouTube Music, plus on Apple Podcasts. You can download and subscribe to the Jerry Torres program on Spotify. Listen to his previous podcast shows. Download, listen, and enjoy, because the Jerry Torres program has always been known. Oops, damn it. I had it up here. Hold on. Has always been known to bring you magic to your heart, mind, and soul.